Today I'm going to be doing my review on the new makeup line by Maybelline. It's called Fit Me, and basically I have just a few products from their line that I wanted to talk about. I have the foundation, a concealer, and a blush. Now it's supposed to be, I'll read what it is supposed to claim to do. It's supposed to just really blend into your skin, and everyone is supposed to have like their perfect fit or their perfect match. And so they have pretty broad range of colors. I heard that there's about 18 shades to choose from foundation wise. Some stores only have 12. Most stores that I've been to have 12, but what I have noticed is that certain stores carry certain shades. For example, originally I bought the shade 315, and I bought this at Target. They had this shade and then the next shade up, and they did not have the shade 310. So this foundation, I found it to be a little bit too orangey for me. My undertones aren't as yellow as some people's, so this was a little bit too yellow orangey for me. So I was like, alright, I'm going to go get a different shade, try to get a better match so I will be able to wear this foundation more. So I went to, where did I go? Oh, I went to Walgreens, and they did not have the shade 315, but they did have the shade 310, which was not at Target when I originally picked the foundation up. So as you can see, like some stores just don't carry all the shades, so that's one thing to keep in mind. But the shade that fits me best is shade 310, which is Sun Beige. There's a lot of lighter colors, not a ton of darker colors. It's how it usually goes for drugstore foundations. I found that there's usually quite a bit of lighter colors, then once you get into dark, it just gets less and less of a selection. But I was able to find one that fit me pretty well, which was this one. If I hold it up to 315, you can see the difference in tone. It's not so much that this is darker, it just has a completely different undertone. This one is a lot more yellowy orange, and this is more beige. But there's no pinkness in this because I don't have pink undertones, so this is really nice, and it covers up the redness that I have on my cheeks sometimes. So about the foundation, it claims to match natural skin tone, blend seamlessly, let skin breathe, and I'd have to say it does all of the things mentioned. It does blend really, really well. The consistency of this foundation is, it's not too thick, it's not too thin. Like Revlon Color Stay, if you've ever tried that, it's a very thick, heavy feeling foundation. But while this isn't thick, it's not watery either. It's not runny and gross. It's just like the perfect consistency, and it feels light on your skin. That's just how I feel about it. I know some people are like, oh no, it's icky, I can feel it on my skin. I don't have that problem. I have normal to combination skin. I have some dry spots, which I've mentioned in the past, around like my nose and like up through here. That's where I tend to get dry. But then I have oily spots as well. It is a really nice foundation. The finish, when you apply it, it leaves a nice dewy finish. It's not quite dewy, but it's not matte either. It's just kind of like a semi-dewy finish. And I do recommend setting it with a powder. I just always set my foundations with a powder because I don't know, I'm not like a huge fan of the dewy look. I feel like it kind of makes you look like you're sweaty or something. I don't know. But I do like the finish of this, just especially if you're oily skin, I would definitely recommend setting it with a powder. If you have dry skin, you probably won't need that, but using the powder is just going to help it last longer. Now, staying power wise, the foundation isn't amazing. That's the only downfall that I have seen. It's not like a Revlon Color Stay. It's not going to last you like 10 hours. I'd say that after about 5-6 hours, you're going to need a touch up with this. But when it does start to fade away, it doesn't get like blotchy. Like it just kind of, I don't even know where it goes, but it doesn't make you look patchy if it's fading away or anything. So that's something to keep in mind, that it's not like a long wear foundation. It's not designed for that. But It makes your skin look really just airbrushed and smooth. If you can see on my skin, it just looks really natural. It doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of makeup. It doesn't make you look cakey. So that's really important to me. I don't like foundations that will leave you looking cakey. I don't wear foundation on a daily basis, so I'm not sure if you would like it day to day, but when I do wear foundation, I like it and it's not too heavy. It's just the right amount. The coverage, I would say it's a medium coverage, light to medium. It's not a full coverage foundation. I'll just swatch it on the back of my hand for you guys so you can see like how it blends. And I either apply this with my fingers or just like a stippling brush of some kind. So that's what it looks like just on, and then blend it in. It blends in really nice and smooth, if you can see. And it just looks like that. So it's not going to give you a ton of coverage, but that's not what I'm looking for. So that's why I think it would probably be good for like an everyday, or like an event or something. I probably wouldn't wear this. I would probably wear something like Revlon Color Stay, or I'd mix Revlon Color Stay with this just to make it more long wear. But it is very nice, smooth, and it dries not too fast, but not like leaving tackiness on your skin or anything. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the foundation. If you have any other questions about it, like, feel free to comment because I might have left something out. So next I'm going to talk about the concealer. Each like foundation like range like has like the concealer and blush and bronzer to go with it. So I got medium 25, looks like this, and it has just one of the doe foot applicators, which is nice. I don't like that there's not like a stopper. If you can see, like, it's just kind of messy and it gets all over the wand, which I don't really like. I wish that the product would just be on the applicator, but that's not like a deal breaker for me. It's very creamy. It reminds me of the Maybelline Mineral Power, which is probably my favorite concealer. So yeah, it looks like this and just blends very nicely in. And it is like medium coverage concealer, so it'll cover like your dark circles and stuff. I typically just wear this under my eyes. If I were to cover it with a blemish, I would probably go with a darker shade because this is a little bit lighter, but I could probably get away with covering blemishes with this. I'm not sure how well it works for that because I don't use it for that purpose, but for the under eyes it's great. It doesn't really settle into your fine lines, which is nice also. So I would definitely recommend you try this if you're looking for a concealer, especially an under eye one. Last but not least is a blush. Now each like foundation has matching blushes and bronzers. I didn't pick up any of the bronzers just because I wasn't in the market for a new bronzer. So this is the blush I picked up. It is like one of the 2 shades, I believe, for my color, and it is in the color Deep Mauve, so it just looks like this. And in the pan it just looks like a nice pretty mauve color with a nice shimmer. And let me just swatch this for you. See, I'm trying to get a swatch for you guys, and then just really like nothing shows up. It's so unpigmented, it's terrible. I've never tried Maybelline blushes before, but it's just not giving me any color payoff, and it's really disappointing. You probably want to be able to see that. It's right there. You can't even see anything. I don't know how the other shades are, but this shade I was really disappointed in. There's pretty much no pigmentation at all. The only thing I get when I'm swatching this is like a little bit of glittery shimmer, and that's not what I'm looking for in a blush. So not sure about the other shades, but this shade is pretty much pigmentless, and I don't recommend it, especially if you are of a medium skin tone, because maybe this would show up. Probably not. It probably wouldn't show up even if you had fair skin. So yeah, that's my little overview review on the Maybelline FIT Me line. So this was helpful for those of you who are thinking about getting this. Maybe this can help you make your decision. But yeah, if you have any other questions, like I said, just leave me a comment if I left something out or if there's something else you were curious about. But yeah, thanks for watching.